Presented by Josen Valorant. Master the game.
VCT. Silk Road wants in on VCT. We're going to start this off now.
And this is very similar to what we saw yesterday when Disguise on the pistol round. It was the Silk Road looking to establish very early control here out towards A. And it's the Silk Road that have switched things up slightly from the two maps that they've played on Ascent. It's that Dart mid, but its main focus is now to get them up towards Catwalk. No smoke towards the bottom. And there's no info here from Team Oxygen. This is, again, that slow kind of burst style that I was talking about is very similar to Team Disguise in the sense that they'll pounce on you in almost a second. Smoke goes out, and a drone to force them away, but I wouldn't be surprised if they end up canceling off of this.
No! They spotted Scuba! It's going to be the double here, but again, just off of that one piece of information, they could be able to trap the Astra. Now they know where one is. Pwny in the back of sight. Pwny's shifting around, though, able to get one off Jenny. He ends up going down off of the trade. Verno, he did come into heaven a bit fast, and he could be able to get a pick or two. There are two players down to red, but instead Oxygen, they're waiting for the retake.
A great recon dart. Blackheart able to catch two players there. Mitch still has that fault line as Verno, I think through the underboards of heaven, is able to find one frag, brings us to a 3-on-3, but Blackheart a great dink back.
Here comes Verno, has to get some sort of trade back. His teammate is right behind him, so it's just gonna be a bit of a waterfall. Monty does get a hit on, but not the kill. How does Verno get Dim Sum Boy? Now it's a 1v2. Blackheart waiting for the drop. It's a double drop, and they coordinate it perfectly. Mitch gets the frag, and Oxygen drags back the round.
Such a close pistol round between two teams that have a 50-50 pistol win rate. It's as scrappy as you get just to kick off round number one, and Oxygen, a lot of
Silk Road, they have players who step up very firmly on defense. Like we said, we need that X factor on attack. They're going to be making their way into B main.
And Pwny, top dog again. Had a great performance yesterday against the Skies. Just gets a light spot. He's going to be here alone. Not too far off. One of those players that we're looking to really pop off. And okay, nice gravel combination from Scuba.
10 seconds left.
That will net him 4, and it looks like already Oxygen taking this nice, clean second round. But yeah, there's one of those players that you wanted to step up, Gus. Someone that played exceptionally well 2 series ago, did not have any impact in their series against Disguise. Is already off to a flying start at 7-2. That puts him 1 off now the Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those maps where you definitely do a lot more.
Everybody has a Hunter's Fury. Perfect.
Already. With the death, too. I mean, that's pivotal. But again, excited to see Verno. Excited to see what Oxygen is actually going to do under pressure.
Charlie Mike, let's move.
Now with rifles in the hand of the Silk Road. It's Blackheart who is as well, only 1 off of his ultimate. So we'll see these Hunter Series maybe come into play. There's already pretty deep pings coming out towards A main. I think maybe that was a call from Mitch to utilize his 3-player stack with a Rolling Thunder here set up as well. And instead of an alarm bot here towards mid, it's going to be a turret, and they'll have that for the postman or the retake with 2 stars leading up to the door on A.
Just very interesting seeing such a hard setup, such a hard read.
And it's a very early clear in towards B main that's going to give them full control and allow them to make this rotation. You post Pwny up here, and you rotate everyone over. And you can see they're ready. Gravel at the front with that Nano Storm.
Yeah, there's no one on that B side for Silk Road to even feel that pressure. Just all that information for Oxygen. 4 players are now here on the A side, but the site is completely empty. The take is going to happen, but a Rolling Thunder will
hits no one, doesn't hit anyone.
It's trapped 2 players in sight. Good smoke to cover everyone else off too, but the trade still comes in off the swing. Nobody else from Oxygen in heaven able to swing.
And there's a lockdown here available for Dim Sum Boy. You can force all these players out of heaven. You still have Pwny on a very late lurk, catching anyone towards mid, and there's that lockdown.
Yeah, there goes the shocks, though. It's in a pretty good
spot. Hit it, doesn't hit it. I don't think it hits fully.
The aftershock. Here goes the shock, too, and it works out. The combo of the aftershock and the shock dart ends up taking away the lockdown, but it did chunk away a whole lot of time off the clock. The player in Cat still hasn't stepped up yet. Silk Road are down 1 man. It'll be a little bit tough where the person under heaven just needs to hold on to that spot, needs to stay alive. Blackheart able to get 1, actually make it a second. Blackheart's going crazy. Last person is in Jenny and is now gone. Scuba with the final 2 frags. Oxygen, he took it real slow and made it work.
There's Scuba finally coming to life here on Ascent. A nice 3K as he works into the site, but Blackheart
Turret's gonna spot early for the rotation.
And that contact as well. How do they manipulate off it? They've already moved Scuba over here.
Yeah, but there's no one actually shifting into heaven off of that. That's actually the weirder part for me. I thought them being so close, one of them could at least get that angle, but they just want to play full retake. They have the lockdown.
Flash.
And you can already see Blackheart has positioned himself to use his Hunter's Fury, but you have to connect all 3 shots. But instead, it pops early. Are they going to try and battle for this control? They don't need to. They've taken out the lockdown, and that's full site control in a 4-on-5.
Wow, just flipping the script with one Hunter's Fury, and the Silk Road got the site for free because of the ulti that they were defending. Now, just got a bit of a game of whack-a-mole over towards heaven. Con Artist up close, but he's gone.
A great start to this retake. I mean, this is a Silk Road that have been so good in post plants in this event. And we'll see if Oxygen are willing to work into it. I mean, they're sitting all the way back in heaven, I think, waiting for this fault line to come back. But how do they get in? A grapple to take him out, and now they come out of heaven.
Grapple is well timed, well placed, but even then Scuba is getting traded out. 3 more players here for Oxygen. They have a great opportunity here as Silk Road. Both of these players are playing behind a smoke. They have the lineup. Neither one is getting the kill. Dimsum Boy does kill the diffuser. And there's no time. Well done, Dimsum Boy. Milliseconds left in the clock. Game of tug of war. Trying to take back A main. The first pick that we would usually see the Jet. Not there. They don't even take the angle. They're just trying to refight it. There goes the reflash. Back from Oxygen. Doesn't find anything. Stats are basically 50-50. Oxygen, 59% defensive win rate. Silk Road, about a 53 attack-sided win rate. It's even and it's long-winded. We're getting into it finally on A. It's an empty A site.
Pwny's positioning will allow these players on Oxygen to work back in towards Catwalk. He had the up towards bottom mid, but that gives Silk Road this entire site. This round isn't entirely out of the question. Oxygen with a rifle, pistols, and now he's using a lockdown. They've even committed a cosmic divide, a turret in front of it as well. You can't fight this Silk Road. You have to back away now.
Once they get it on site, if they get enough positions, enough predictable positions, they still have the Hunter's Fury. Here we go. Hunter's Fury going in for the corners, and there's one person detained under. Mitch getting one, Ferno with 2 off the Hunter's Fury, and they know that one's detained. They got him. Oxygen. They put everything into that round, and they end up coming out of it winners.
And they do it almost perfectly, like the util and the ultimate setup combination. Cause smoke as well to cover up that recon dart all the way back towards B main, but a last second tag.
Hopefully Verno doesn't get hit.
Perfectly timed.
Curving in, gonna be able to get one, still another one dazed. But Con Artist is behind a smoke and safe, but 2 players are gone off of that one play.
And it's 20 seconds left. They have to make this re-hit happen, and Pwny has already arrived to the scene with the operator. There goes another. Verno stepping up huge as Pwny finds one on the op, and it's just Arthur Fletcher. An exceptional hold from the side of Oxygen puts them tied at 6-6 into the next half. Investment here towards the B side. 2 smokes make it out towards mid. And an early look of control off of that fault line to give Pwny this space.
And you just want the Sheriff to be in that 1v1, right? To be able to get a headshot, the Wild West type thing. But over towards mid, she might get into a 1v1 very soon. They have the Astra slowly scaling up and has been able to maintain an angle towards market. If anyone peeks, but what on earth is that? Pwny comes flying in, spraying at Dimsum Boy. He's down to 6 HP, but they have the sight.
And that's removed the alarm button as well.
Gun here.
A lot of space opened up here now for Scuba as he's still on that late lurk. A lot of threats are available now here, and it's Monty who doesn't check. Scuba given a chance now to creep on up. 4 players from Oxygen.
Oh, there's
tucked into the backside, and Scuba surely gets one here. Surely takes him out.
He has to hit it. There's one coming up from behind too. There's a Jet in spawn, but that just might be a save setup too. Scuba shutting down any potential for this take. The Silk Road. This just has to be frustrating. An anti-eco turning into a W to their opponents.
And it's Con Artist who's saving just the operator. Has to get away with this one. And Scuba's already hunting. They know almost where he is, and you can see 5 players are starting to swarm.
They've shut down every other angle. Shirley is here. He gets the first shot. He has to dance behind a smoke, but he might just be fine. Aftershock in.
But I don't know if he wants to pop it for the retake, if he wants to pop it to slow the push. I think this is an instance where you pop it for the retake. You give it up completely, the B site. And Oxygen, off of the Cosmic Divide they picked up earlier. There's that other lockdown, but there's Dimsum Boy. He's got one of the Nano Swarm. And now things are slowed down for Oxygen. 40 seconds left. And that lockdown will finally be broken. That gives his team the opportunity to get into sight.
30 seconds left.
It's just gonna be a fresh round, essentially. Everyone from Silk Road have been waiting patiently back in their spawn. It's gonna be a 5v4. There is one, however, sitting in B main. That's a good angle from Mitch. Able to knock it down to 4. No information now for the rest of the round, but they do have the null command finally. Randy Savage around the corner, looking for a big cross up. Gonna be able to get Fletcher. Will they be able to get Con Artist as the rest of their team goes crazy? Dim Sum Boy with another kill. Now it's only down to 1. Randy Savage has to dance. A 1v2 for the cream of the crop. Has a little bit of utility. Only the one Nano Swarm doesn't get anything. The spam doesn't get anything. Needs to get a headshot here. It's not getting the
gets
angle,
it!
but he finally gets the kill. Dim Sum Boy has to defuse. Randy Savage rises to the top.
How does he do it? Significantly decrease.
Alarm bot out.
It's gonna be just the Sova and also a cross up in mid
30
potentially.
seconds left.
Finally pull up a smoke to the gate. Has been
Blackheart's
closed.
holding.
Yeah, okay.
Placing
Blackheart.
bomb grenade out.
He might just be aiming for B main, but no, he finally goes for the cross. The shotgun gets
down,
one, but it's
B.
only one. 18 seconds left. Will Dim Sum Boy get into sight? Yes, he will. Can he delay? 15 seconds left. Dim Sum Boy with a headshot. Oh! Headshot again. Connects the dots. It might have just done it. 8 seconds left. Verno scrambling, looking for a pixel. 5 seconds left. Dim Sum Boy has got him. No chance now in the 1v1. As thrifty as you can get for the Silk Road.
I hear for Oxygen as they try and get back into this game. The turret being pulled away so it doesn't have the 40-second refresh. But it's Con Artist who has it up, sitting up top of B here.
Dim Sum Boy with a dry peek. There's a second person with him. They're just getting a whole lot of damage, but don't get the frags. There's nobody over towards mid, but they do have the alarm bot. They finally get the peek, but Karnar just goes down. Do still have the man advantage. Pressure is mounting. 3 players are here though.
And we'll see how exactly Oxygen plan to adjust because they've been able to pull Fletcher back over.
They know there's 3 here.
Yeah, forcing a 3-1 split. And Monsi has to play a lot more cautiously. He's had such a sleeper of a first map that I'm worried, you know? You don't play a lot into the KDs or players and maps, but for Monsi, it's in at like 4 and 13. It does get a little bit worrisome. They have found a pick here to break down the numbers for 3v2.
Oh, Verno.
Verno, spot of the head. Verno, so clean.
Fletcher! Fletcher! He's still alive! Stands tall and actually equalizes the round! A 1v1. And that might have just actually done it, because look at this, 30 seconds left. Time enough for the KO to get in sight. Look at this angle.
No stars. He's got flashes as well, and they're creeping right above him.
Oh, he heard him. And definitely now sees him. Has no idea exactly where he is. Could be left side boathouse. Could be in the corner. It dodges him completely. No, he doesn't actually go into short. I thought Scuba was going to do the big wrap, but Monsi calls him out. 11-10. Silk Road, they survive their own mini tragedy.
All the way in stairs. He's all the way in stairs and he gets a kill. Well, that's an instant 4v5. In Silk Road, they have the advantage, but they've just lost it from Scuba.
Yeah, Paranoia is going to hit 3, though. Fletcher can go nuts. 2 players. They're about to get unflashed, and the Cosmic Divide is going to come up. No one else here on A, but Fletcher stays safe.
There's a lockdown here available as well. They've dropped an alarm, but in preparation towards Garden here, Oxygen, to try and prepare for that play. And already, one is looking in towards it. Lockdown in towards Heaven instead. Gives a little bit more space. And the Cosmic Divide in front, this becomes harder because one has just gone online. Mitch is rolling Thunder.
They respect it. They roll away, but the Rolling Thunder is here, ready and raring to go. Just for the plant, but they still keep delaying. They still have an Aftershock too, if they opt to use it, but the Rolling Thunder...
Rework back towards Cat, rework back towards Cat as well.
It's a good angle, but the smoke is up, and nobody's actually defusing right now. The Rolling Thunder still hasn't come out. There we finally go. Oxygen pulls it out, but one of their players ends up getting stunned. Scuba with a double.
He's on the spike. He's on the spike. He's on it.
They got it. Player goes down. Blackheart trying to defuse, but the score is tied. But it's only going to be Con. Everyone's backing out towards tiles. Not really. What is going on?
Alarm, but they're going back up towards Cat into this alarm, but Dart towards A main gives at least full clearance for Scuba. But they're so separated apart. Scuba's going to have his own fight, and so is Verno here on the A site. This is a little sketchy.
But this is too cheeky. I don't think they expect Scuba where he is. We haven't seen A lot of successful wine plays, really ever. This is finally one that could happen. There goes the peaks. Verno waiting for the cross up on site. Able to get
That's
two out of
ridiculous.
it.
That's
and
ridiculous.
Suba
Spike down
finally
A.
pops. Able to get two out of his cheeky spot.
And Verno standing tall on
10
the site.
seconds left.
2 critical kills alongside Scuba. I was so worried that these 1v1s that the focus pivots back between all 4 players.
Whoa, what is this? 2-player swing coming out from Cat. The spray.
What?
Verno lands on his feet and he gets both with the final few bullets, and now A is empty.
And that could literally just be it. A 4-on-2. Verno's gonna just risk his life, to be honest. I would risk his life too here.
Yeah.
He is on a heater. And the
He's just
spike
gonna
goes
swing.
down here.
Oh, no,
Mitch,
he gets spotted
they've got
too.
all the util. They know exactly where these players are coming from. The shock dart, the recon bolt was already used. And this is looking disastrous for the Silk Road.
Concealment.
Waiting for the
Shots
smoke
by
to go down.
so much time.
They're giving themselves a chance at least. They're waiting for it. Verno's down to 9 HP. Like you said, could just push himself out there, but it's not happening. He keeps himself in an off angle, and Fletcher does finally find him. All 3 are under though, and it's the perfect trap. Oxygen survive.